What's up, everybody? Ty Bartell in with another edition of Coach's Corner. This time we turn to our friends down at Heartland Christian Schools with the girls basketball head coach, Scott Libb, joining me today. Coach Libb, how are we doing?
Everything is going great. We're enjoying the beginning of the year here. Some of our scrimmages. We're having a good time.
It is deep into scrimmage season now. It's countdown till opening tip-off. I know the first official day is right around the corner on the 22nd of November. How are things looking on the Heartland Christian Lions side, girls basketball team? What are you seeing out of practices? What are you seeing out of scrimmages that stand out to you?
I'm seeing we're doing really well. We're competing real well. We have a great core of girls here. Our numbers are down, but the amount of effort they're giving me and putting in at practices, at scrimmages is just outstanding. The girls are really buying into the program, and we did really well our first three scrimmages, so we're doing good.
When you talk about going into this year as the head coach for the ball club, what does things look like this year? Are things a little bit easier this year? Do you have a little bit more, I guess, familiarity in the role and what you're doing with this girls team too, having that year under your belt with last year?
I do see that. I also see the girls getting to know a lot more out of the stuff. We do have two new freshmen that are coming in that are helping also. But the main core of girls that were here from last year that started for us and played minutes for us, they know what they're doing, and they know what to expect of me. And I push them a little bit harder at practices and in scrimmages, like I said, because of the numbers, trying to get us ready.
Well, Coach, without further ado, why don't we meet this Lions team this year, too, and what the girls' basketball team looks like? I know you got that family shirt, and that's exactly what exemplifies the Heartland Christian community. What's this edition of this family look like this year for the
Oh,
Lions?
I mean, it starts at the top. We have Sarah or Rachel Reynolds is our senior, and and it's really funny because you talk about family because there's Rachel and there's her sister Sarah, who's a sophomore. Rachel's been with us for 4 years, been outstanding, been always count on her to be able to come through in the clutch for me. Has done anything I've asked her to do. Is leading by example this year a lot too. We were just sitting in here talking a little bit ago about her being the lone senior and the girls knowing that and looking to her as to lead them through this year. Last year with our success, a lot that had to do with her as the junior being in there. We did have a few seniors last year. We lost three. We lost three of our starters through graduation, but we're able to put them right in, and Rachel's in the middle and going to be able to help us out there. We have, like I said, her sister Sarah is a sophomore. We have Emily McDowell's a sophomore. Yeah, we have the two McDowells, the Emily and Gabby, Gabriella. There are two guards, so it is a family here. And then, of course, you throw in Emmy Matthews, whose sister and brothers have played here at Heartland, and she knows what family's all about also. So that's our core five. A couple new players coming in. Callie Shaw's first year as a junior, and then we have Olivia Vitulio as the freshman, and Kenzie Galliant's a sophomore. So they've all been doing really well. Like I said, it's a couple of them is new to my system, new to what I'm asking them to do, but they've all bought into it, and they're just doing really great.
When you talk about this particular team's strengths that you're going to play to get your wins, you got some scrimmages under your belt. You said they're looking good. What do you think the strengths are going to look like this year for this the Lions team? What do you think the identity is going to be this year?
I think our identity is like you said, it's a family, and you'll notice that whenever you watch us play, our girls are all excited and happy for the other girls on the team. That's the way it's been since I've been here. It's very outstanding. It's one girl scores a point or gets a bucket, and they're just rooting her on. The other day, my wife was at the preview. We played St. Thomas Aquinas, and one of our freshmen hit the 3-pointer. And my wife after the game's like, "Hey, who hit that?" And she goes, "Was it Emmy or was it one of the other girls?" And I said, "It was Kenzie. Why?" And she goes, "Because Emmy was more excited about her making the shot than the girl that made the shot was." So that's what ours is. I mean, we get out and we run. We're doing that well. Then we have the two post players that can run. We are blessed with the two inside girls that nobody can really match up two girls with us. Usually there's just one big girl on the other team. We have two. So That's what's really helped us in our scrimmages so far.
When you talk about the schedule, I know you guys are independently scheduled, so you go and you have to kind of build it year in and year out. But you've built a lot of great relationships, and I know a lot of similar schools pop up on that schedule year in and year out. What are
Yep.
some matchups that you're excited for though this year in the regular season for the girls to play?
In fact, we actually joined the OVC at the beginning of this year, so that's going to be kind of new for us.
So you get the conference play now.
With Southern, which is going to be a tough battle for us. We went down there and played them last year. Coach Scrinjard does a great job with the girls down there. Yeah, our old girls coming in like the Valleys and Latonia, Lisbon on our schedule. We're actually playing in a tip-off classic down at Brook High School. We're going to play Lindsley down there out of West Virginia, pretty powerhouse. And then Weir and Brooks down there also in that tournament. So I look forward to the beginning of the year is going to be tough as we get our feet wet and see what's going to happen. The girls get more educated with what we're doing and what we're going to do this year.
Taking all that into account, what would you say the short-term goals for this team? I mean, from now until game one, and the long-term goals from now until end of season would be for this Lions team?
I'm saying just keep improving it every day. I mean, that's what we're talking about. They've been doing that every day of practice, usually at the end of the practice. Yeah, we got better today. We've been scrimmaging against the freshman boys, going up and down against them. Anytime you get boys into the gym, that's out also. So we're doing really well with that. But I mean, like I said, we broke 20-some school records last year with our team. Won twice as many games as they had ever won in a year here. But these girls, I mean, Rachel's as a senior, she's just not satisfied. She doesn't want that. She wants to be one of the first ones to put a banner up here for an OVAC championship, and she also wants to put some more championships up there, sectional district type things.
When you talk about that too, and that experience that you had with this team last year too, and I mean, what a year you couldn't really ask for much better. I mean, from your standpoint too, going in for a year like that, what do you talk about from pivoting from that year too? How do you get better too? How does this team get better from last year? How do you pivot from last year? Ton of success, like you said, but how do you try to take that next step now and get better?
Well, the biggest thing is, like last year, we were looking over our record, and yeah, winning 14 games. It's like we were looking at, well, we should have won that one. We should have won that. I mean, there's probably 18 to 20 games that we could have won last year, and it's just to go from their teams. I mean, the most wins that they had before last year was 7 wins in a season of any of their in the 25 years they've been here, and the girls like not being happy with that, just getting to the 7. They were happy with 14, but they wanted to go more. We battled Springfield in the sectional championship. We're within 3 points, and then they went to the regional championship. We were right there with them going into the end of the third quarter. They hit a couple key threes and pulled us out of our zone, and that kind of went downhill a little bit after that. But that's what we have to. We have to be able to go ahead and play with the big boys and see how that works.
What is what's your secret, man? What's your secret to finding a success in a program like that had its struggles, but being able to kind of pick it up and make the girls of the community realize that they are able to compete and they are as good as these other teams?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, it's what my shirt says. It's family. Every girl, Rachel gets upset whenever something happens that she did that didn't help the team out, and the team gets upset whenever they didn't help out or they make bad passes or anything like that. They're always lifting each other up, always caring about each other, and it's just not on the court; it's off the court. They help each other with their journey in life, their journey with Christ. It's just amazing how each one of these girls are caring for each other.
Coach, I want to give you that opportunity to highlight your coaching staff. Are there any other big names too in the program that you feel like need a little bit of spotlight and love?
Like I said, it's the Reynolds girls and the McDowell girls. That's going to be our foursome, and then like I said, the Matthews girl, Emmy's coming in as a freshman, good outside shooter, and that's what I was explaining to her. Rachel and Sarah are always like, hey, this record, what's this? And they're worried about the rebounds. I said, well, Emmy's got to shoot and miss, but we don't want her to miss. But if she misses, I said, we're there for that. So those are going to be our main 5 stars. But our other 3 that are coming in, Callie and all those ones, and Ken's and Olivia, they are all going to get minutes, and they're going to get playing time, and they're going to help us out down the road, giving these girls breaks.
When you look at that as a whole, too, this is going to be an exciting season, I think, for this girls' team, and honestly, for the Lions going off of success too. It's always what can you do next too, and with a bunch of girls that seem like they're hungry too. I'm anxiously awaiting to see how they play this year. Coach, one of the theme questions I've been asking all the head coaches that I've talked to is it goes to the lessons of the game. You're one of the teachers of the game. You're teaching young ladies about the game and relating it to real life scenarios. But I want to know what the biggest lesson the sport of basketball has taught you.
It's the biggest thing that it's taught me in all the years that I've coached is it's just not me. It's about everyone around you. I've played on some good school and college that had really outstanding players, but we didn't do anything because it was that outstanding player. Whenever you get a team like we had last year, that's all about the family, togetherness. Things are just amazing, and that's what I try to get through the girls' head. I mean, once you leave here, in fact, I've been out of school for quite a while, and Coach Gates from Crestview, I played against him. Longtime friendship with him. We scrimmaged against them this past Saturday. I was telling him, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been like 42 years since we've been in this gym together, and just the relationships you carry on. So it's just amazing.
Final question for you, Coach, as we approach opening tip-off, boys and girls opening tip-off in the high school basketball world in Ohio. It always starts around Thanksgiving time. At least it is this year. Well, you don't know how next year and the years following are going to look like when they vote on that, but it's always started around Thanksgiving. So I need you to do three things for me. I need you to shout out your first game, shout out the community, let them know why they need to support the team this year, but also shout out your favorite Thanksgiving Day dish.
Okay, our first game is next Monday against Southern here at home. We last year, anytime that we had a boy-girl doubleheader or we had a large crowd, the girls just always won. We only lost one game at home last year, and all our school and everything like that. So, and the Thanksgiving dish, I mean, it's got to be the
Give
thing. So that's me totally.
give it some love to the classics, and that's all right too. There's always got to be love for the classics. Coach, I'm excited though for this year. I'm excited for your Lions team. I'm rooting for you guys too, and excited to see where you guys can continue to take your success to and how you can take that potential next step.